Hey, this is Ramon, Channel Alpha 4, and I only wrote about 400 words today, and I only wrote about 200 words yesterday. The reason for that is I decided to watch The Punisher, which is amazing. I love it. I absolutely love the new Punisher series. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. Now, that being said, it is very adult, very mature, has a lot of emotion, male emotion. It's very sorrowful. It's very hard-hitting. It doesn't shy away from the hard topics. It's very violent. It's very dark. At about the halfway point, it becomes soul-crushing and heartbreaking. And it doesn't end on a happy note. So if you are looking for a fun, happy time, it's not the series for you. But if you want really strong plot, really well written dialogue, really good acting, strong camera choices, it is an incredibly good series. The acting and the acting choices are amazing. The casting is very well done. It is incredibly good, incredibly adult. But if you're looking for something like Thor Ragnarok, you're not going to get that, okay? That's not what this is. In fact, this is the kind of series that I wanted the other Marvel movies to be. Like, this is what I wanted from the Marvel movies, is what this series is, because I read comic books. That's all Batman up there. That's all X-Men and Wolverine right there. Down here is, I think that's Saga and Sunstone, and I think Witchblade. I love that stuff. I have it in here because I like reading it and looking it over again. I have my comic book collection in another room. But, you know, I love that stuff. And I like it when it's a little serious, a little gritty, and a little dark. Now, not everything needs to be gritty, serious, and dark. Superman should not be gritty, serious, and dark. Superman is a fun character and a loving character and a hopeful character. He shouldn't be silly, but he shouldn't be played for laughs, but he should be hopeful. Batman should be dark, but should never kill and should never use a gun. Like, I mean, that's just the core of the character. The X-Men should be about family. You know, the family you make, an outcast, a metaphor for racism and stuff like that. That's what the X-Men should be. So when they're not those things and you don't see those core elements in those stories, well, then you're not getting the story that you went for. Well, I loved The Punisher when I was a kid. And I read Wolverine more, honestly. But I liked the original movie. I liked the Dolph Lundgren movie. I loved the Thomas Jane movie. I didn't like the Ray Stevens. I didn't think that was very good, honestly. I thought that was not a very good movie at all. But the Dolph Lundgren and the Thomas Jane they were amazing movies, man. They were really good. So I really like this Punisher series. I think it's the best Marvel Netflix series of all time, up till now, of course. And I think, and the best season up till now, up till 2017. I think it's better than any of the current Marvel movies. I do think the second Punisher movie, the one with Thomas Jane, was probably a little bit better than the series. And I do think that Blade, the first Blade, and maybe even the second Blade, was maybe a little bit better than this one. But that being said, this is amazing. I think it's up there with The Dark Knight, the movie The Dark Knight, with the quality. It's beautiful. It's a great series. I highly recommend watching it. So I watched that for 12 hours or 13 hours straight. So I didn't get much writing done. And yeah. So anyway, it's the midway point. Also, somebody got 50,000 words on day 17, I guess, or day 16. And NaNoWriMo, they put it out there. And I'll be honest with you, that didn't encourage me. It actually made me stop. I did not write the rest of that day after I saw that post because, call me a petty human, but seeing someone get that many words in that short amount of time made me feel like, what am I doing? And so I had to reassess and I had to gather myself. So I read some comics and I watched The Punisher. And today I did a good chunk of writing and I got the character out of the orchard. And now he's got to deal with some spies from the king in the palace. So that's what's going on in my story. Go watch The Punisher. Read Dark Knight Metal if you're not reading Dark Knight's Metal. And rock on, people. Have a good time. Peace.